What's up guys, and welcome back to the mathematical mindset. So right here guys, we have this lines algebra problem and we have to find the values of a and b. Alright guys, let's get started. So we have this to be a square is equals to b plus 13 and b square is equals to what? A plus 13. So at this point we are going to call this equation 1 and call this equation 2. So at this point we want to simply subtract equation 1 from equation 2. So we have a square minus b square is equals to b plus 13 minus a plus 13. Alright, so we have a square minus b square is equals to b plus 13 minus multiply a is minus a, minus times plus is minus, then we have 13. So at this point this we cancel out this, so we have a square minus b square is equals to b minus what? A. So rearrange and set this to 0, then we have this to be a square minus b square minus b plus a, and this is equals to what? 0. Now we can easily rearrange this to be a square minus b square plus a minus b, and this is equals to 0. But from the identity, if we have a square minus b square, this is equals to a plus b multiply a minus b, right? So putting this into this equation, we have this to be a plus b multiply a minus b plus a minus b, and this is equals to what? 0. So we want to simply factor out the common term. Now for this part we have a minus b to be common, so if you factor out a minus b from the first part, we have a plus b to be left plus 1, and this is equals to what? 0. So we have a minus b is equals to 0, a plus b plus 1 is equals to what? 0. So from here we have that a is equals to what? B, or we can easily write this to be b equals to what? A, or vice versa. Alright, so at this part we want to make b the subject, so we have b is equals to 0 minus a minus 1, and we have that b is equals to minus a plus what? 1. So we have this right here, but we want to simply recall. We want to recall that at the beginning we have that from equation 1 we have that a square is equals to what? B plus what? 13. So recall that a square is equals to what? B plus what? 13. But from this part right here we have that b is equals to what? A. Alright, so this simply implies that a square is equals to, wherever we see b we are going to put a, so we have a plus what? 13. So rearrange and set to 0, we have a square minus a minus 13, and this is equals to 0. So solve by applying the quadratic formula, we have that a is equals to minus b plus minus the square root of b square minus 4ac divide what? 2a, where a is equals to 1, b is equals to minus 1, and c is equals to minus what? 13. We have that a is equals to minus into minus 1 plus minus the square root of minus 1 square minus 4 multiply a, which is 1, multiply c, which is minus 13, divide 2 multiply a, which is 1, and from here we have that a is equals to minus times minus is plus, so we have 1 plus minus the square root of minus 1 square is 1, minus 4 multiply 1 multiply minus 13, we have this to be plus what? 52, divide 2 multiply 1 is 2, a is equals to 1 plus minus the square root of 1 plus 52 is 53, divide what? 2. But we want to simply note that at this point we have that b is equals to what? A, right? So but we want to note that b is equals to a, so hence we have that b is equals to a, and this is equals to 1 plus minus the square root of 53 divide what? 2. So this is the first value of a and what? B. So we have been able to solve for the first value of a and b. Now we want to simply come back here and work with this right here, whereby b is equals to minus a plus 1. Alright, so at this point we want to simply say solving for b equals to minus a minus 1. Now we want to simply recall right here. Now we want to simply recall that from equation 1 a square is equals to b plus what? 13. Alright, so we're going to say recall from equation 1 we have that a square is equals to what? B plus what? 13, right? So at this point we have that a square is equals to, wherever we see b, we know that b is equals to minus a minus 1, right? So we have minus a minus 1 plus what? 13, and we have that a square is equals to minus a minus 1 plus 13 is going to give us plus 12. So we arrange this and set to 0, we have this to be a square plus a minus 12, and this is equals to 0. Alright, so we want to simply factor using the factorization method. We're going to take the coefficients of a and multiply the constant term. So if we multiply this, we have minus 12a squared. So you think of a number that when you multiply those two numbers, it's going to give us minus 12a squared. And when you add that number, it's going to give us a. And the two number that comes to mind is 4a and minus was 3a. So this implies that 4a times minus 3a is going to give us minus 12a squared. And 4a minus 3a is equals to what? 1a, which is the same thing as what? A. Alright? So at this point, we have this to be a squared plus 4a minus 3a minus 12, and this is equals to 0. So for this first part right here, we have a to be common, and if you factor out a, we have a plus 4 to be left. That from this point up to this point, we have minus 3 to be common, and if you factor that out, we have a plus 4 to be left, and this is equals to 0. So we have a minus 3 and a plus 4, and this is equals to what? 0. A minus 3 is equals to 0. A plus 4 is equals to what? 0. So we have a is equals to 0 plus 3, and we have a is equals to 0 minus what? 4. So from here we have that a is equals to 3 and a is equals to what? Minus 4. So we have the value of a, but we know that b is equals to minus a minus 1. Alright, so at this point we say but b is equals to minus a minus 1. So we say for a equals to 3, we have that b is equals to minus 3 minus 1, and b is equals to what? Minus 4. So at this point we say for a equals to minus 4, we have that b is equals to minus into minus 4 minus 1. We have that b is equals to minus times minus is plus, so we have 4 minus 1, and we have that b is equals to what? 3. So we have been able to find the value of a and b. We conclude by saying that the values of a and b, we have this to be 1 plus the square root of 53 divided 2 and 1 plus the square root of 53 divided 2. This is the first value of a. We also have 1 minus the square root of 53 divided 2 and 1 minus the square root of 53 divided 2. This is the second value of a, and this is the last value of a. We have that a is equals to 3 and minus 4, and we have a and b to be minus 4 and what? 3. So we got these are the values of a and b. Alright, so when a is 3, b is minus 4. When a is minus 4, b is equals to 3. Then at this point we have that b is equals to a, which is equals to 1 plus minus the square root of 53 over 2. So we have 4 values of what? A and b. So guys, this is how we can solve this 9th algebra maths problem. If you have not yet subscribed to the mathematical mindset, please do wait to click onto that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up.